Hey guys, I'm here with Tim from Decent Garage, and he has the ultimate American truck build. We're gonna put it on the dyno, tune it with an AFC Live, and see how much power it makes. All right guys, so Tim's been working on this for like 2 years.
2 years now, yep.
2 years. This just came out of SEMA. It was at SEMA on display. Tim's gonna give us a little walk around, tell us all the cool stuff he's did to build the ultimate American truck.
Okay, so this is a 1991 Dodge W250, a first-gen Cummins. The goal with this build was to keep it looking very original, but have it be anything but that. And you'll see that we knocked that out of the park, I think. So this is the original paint scheme, but I had it repainted.
Guys, this paint is clean. Like, you can't tell through the camera, but I'm not a paint and body guy, but recently I've been doing some work on my cars. This is clean, straight lines.
So let's pop the hood. Let me first show you what's under the hood.
As true performance enthusiasts, we care what's under the hood first and foremost. So it's a first gen, so how much power could it really make?
And I wasn't allowed to show up here if it was still a VE pump, so we had to P-pump swap it. But it is a P-pump 5.9 12 valve.
So we want to pick out stuff right away. We got the Banks twin ram. I'm seeing a Farrell Stage 2 pump in there. I'm seeing Scheid injection lines. Remember, are they 078s or are they 093 lines?
They're 078.
078, perfect,
Yep.
perfect for this build.
There's a lot of blingy stuff on here, the King Speed valve covers, the King Speed case cover, but I didn't want it to be a flashy truck, so we powder coated and anodized all those parts black. We did the King Speed oil pan. You pop the hood and it doesn't look flashy and all billet, which is nice. So we got our Steed Speed manifold, we got compound turbos, the K27 369, which is a kind of a power-driven diesel proven recipe for towing. In this truck, we want to use it for towing. So it's got DDP Stage 2 injectors. It's got a Hamilton ported head. I'm not sure what stage it is. It's got a Hamilton 178-208 cam. It's got obviously valve springs, push rods, head studs, all that good stuff. You can't see it, but it's got a third-gen Cummins intercooler that's been cut and shortened down by a guy named Charlie Pitcher. It's a really cool way to do it, and it fit nicely. It's got Hydro Boost steering and brakes.
Check out this cold air intake. All Frenched into the fender here. That is really cool.
Yeah, and that 5.9 fab, he actually makes these. You can buy these for first gens now. It's one of my favorite products for these.
That is cool. I've never seen that before, so that's new to me.
Yep.
And then is it a cone filter, a panel
no,
filter?
it's the
kind of filter?
big old Donaldson BHAF.
Oh, it's a big honking air filter in there. Cool. So it's ready for the dirt.
You can see it right there, but yeah, it's
I didn't see on the end here.
We'll talk about more of this stuff when we get in the shop. I've redone the interior. It's got custom suspension. The transmission's awesome. It's got an exhaust brake. So we'll show you guys all that stuff once we get in the shop.
All right, so we've got the truck in here. This is a brand new engine build and it has 0 miles on it. So Tim ran it up and down the road to just warm it up so we can do a hot retorque. And then we're gonna install AFC Live in this thing. And after that, we're onto the dyno. All right guys, we got the AFC Live install wrapped up. We got a hot retorque done. Let's get this thing on the dyno and see how much power it's gonna make. All right guys, we've got the first gen strapped down to the dyno. Now, this is the kind of first gen I can appreciate because it's P-pump, but we're strapped down to the dyno. We've got a boost sensor, so we're just gonna measure horsepower and boost, and we're trying to tune it in to make a good towing tune. And then obviously we're gonna see what the max power is, of course. Let's hit it, see what it does.
So before we hit it on the dyno, here's a few of the details on the truck. So it has a 3-link front suspension with coilovers from Charlie Pitcher. He's a big guy in the first gen truck industry. The wheels and tires are Kenda Cleaver RTs, 33s by 10.5s, and the wheels are 17-inch US mag slot mags. So the interior's all redone. I had the original bench seat redone. I wanted to tie the red stripe into it. It's got Dakota digital gauges. It's got an exhaust brake. The transmission is a G56 built by Super 6 transmission, and it's an NP205 transfer case. Clutch has got a Bel Air dual disc quiet organic street clutch. Dana 80 rear axle, 64-inch rear springs, so they're longer than factory, by Atlas suspension. We got a sump in the tank. We have an air dog for lift pump, exhaust brake, BD exhaust brake, in line with the knob on the shifter. Apparently that's a big deal according to Meyer, but super nice. It looks factory, but once you start looking around, it's not factory.
All right, so right out of the gate, Meyer just hit it full power, kind of give it that good break-in. If this was an over 1,000 horsepower truck, you don't put it on keel to begin with. These lower power trucks, sometimes they break in faster and better if you just kind of hit them right from the get-go. So full power, pop the boot off right on the first run, but the power numbers look surprising. I saw 600 plus on that screen before the boot popped, so, and I think the goal was like 500, so this thing's performing awesome.
So we just got them set up with about 660 horsepower max effort tune. Now we're gonna use the AFC Live. We're gonna kind of set them up with like a 350, 400 horsepower tune. Great to tow in, great have EGT control, have coolant temp control, and it will be able to just pull grades consistently at that power level. So that's what we're gonna do now, kind of get them set up with that.
All right, so we turned the fuel all the way down on AFC Live, and the least amount of power we can get is 500 horsepower. What that means is the AFC housing and the pre-boost setting is a little too aggressive on this truck. So we're gonna turn the pump down a little bit, the base pre-boost setting, so that we can get a 300 horsepower tow tune and then still have our 650 horsepower on top. All right guys, we finished up tuning on this truck. Meyer got a really clean, good EGT controlled power number for towing at 485 horsepower to the wheel, which is a lot. This compound turbo setup and this engine is just really efficient. It's working well. Peak, like I said, 660 horsepower. Let's go look at the actual data on the screen, see what the boost and the horsepower and torque curves look like on the screen. All right, so we have the peak power run pulled up on the dyno screen here. Looks like everything peaked out a little over 2,300 RPM. About 2325 or so. Torque is impressive. It's up there almost 1,500 foot-pounds. Right here on the dyno graph, it's showing about 1,480. Power showing 655, and a boost, very impressive, 47 pounds. So just 47 pounds of boost. This engine is making a lot of power. Keep in mind that stock, these engines make about 22 pounds of boost. So 47 is not a lot when stock is only 22. So it goes to show you, you put a ported head and a cam, build your engine, you can make a lot of power with not as much boost. All right, so we've got the tow run pulled up here. You can kind of see in the overlay versus the peak power run, we've really neutered the torque down low to kind of keep this safe. It's got a really flat torque curve. Makes peak torque in the tow tune at 2,050 RPM, and it makes 1,023 foot-pounds. Very safe for all day. It's not gonna hurt the transmission, not gonna hurt the clutch or anything, or the axles. And then this just carries and slowly climbs power all the way out here at 2,800 RPM. It made 484 horsepower, and that's at 43 pounds of boost. So it's got a slow rising boost curve, a slow rising horsepower curve, and a really flat torque curve. Great tow setup, should give them good temperature control on the coolant. Remember, we can make a lot more power than we can cool on these light duty trucks. So he's probably gonna run out of radiator before he ever runs out of power. All right guys, that's gonna wrap up this tuning session with Tim and Decent Garage. Tim,
Thank you.
That is a solid build. Like, I mean, one little boot pop off, that's it. I mean, this thing is solid. It wasn't leaking coolant, wasn't pushing oil. Transmission held. I mean, a lot of guys can't do that their first time. Just
I'll take it. It's good enough for me. It's decent at least, right?
Are we gonna see this in the future maybe?
Yeah, you'll see it in the future. It'll be on my channel, Decent Garage, and then it'll be on a few other channels here coming up. So you'll see it around for sure. It might be at a couple shows as well, but It'll be out there.
That is a solid, I mean, my mind has changed. You can make first gens awesome.
Yes. I didn't think I'd hear him say it.
All right, guys, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. If you like content like this, you know, keep on 12 valving. That's my heart and soul, man. I love these 12 valve Cummins.